what's up, you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha, and I have Sean with me today. Sean, say hi.
Good morning, guys.
And, well, today, this video, guys, we're going to be covering Bitcoin and maybe Link.
But what about Ada or Ada or Ada or Ada?
People.
Do you not want to deal with the pronunciation police?
Oh, God. No, I do not. Not today. The pronunciation platoon. They come in with their swords and come in with their keyboards. Ready for battle.
Funny.
I mean, the priorities, though.
Hey, how dare you? How dare you mispronounce this coin that I'm emotionally attached to? How dare you on a technical analysis channel care only about price action? How dare you? I don't care if I can make money by watching the rest of this video. I will unsubscribe. I will dislike. And I will take the time to write a scathing message to let you know that you don't know how to pronounce this asset's name, and I am not willing to make money, even if it's sitting there right at the corner. It's actually really fascinating to see.
They're married to it. They're absolutely just married to it.
Aside from making fun of, or I don't mean to make fun of anyone, by the way. I'm just joking, guys. I'm really joking. Like I
disclaimer.
Like, do you guys. But it's definitely something that is fascinating. It is fascinating. Actually, you know what, we should cover Cardano just for that. Just so.
Oh God.
Yeah. So today's video, Cardano as well, Kusha. So let's
just
go ahead.
Just so I can say ADA.
yeah, just for that.
Okay. So we'll do Bitcoin and, well, ADA, Cardano, okay? Just to tick off everyone else who's just irked with the pronunciation now. But anyways, let's get into the charts, Sean. Bitcoin, we're going to be starting off with Bitcoin, and what do you know? We did open a new 2-day candle today, as well as a 4-day candle. And what do you see on this 2-day chart? The first thing, okay, that pops out to me is that we lost the 2-day 21 EMA. Now, personally, I think this is a bearish stance that Bitcoin has taken. What are your thoughts on this?
Yes, it's the beginning of something new. We've been holding that for more than a month now. I've been going over it with you guys. And hey, Krisha, if you remember, in yesterday's video, when we retook all those major levels on the 2-day, I said, wait a minute, let's check our biases. Because on the downside, we were looking for an open and a close.
Yeah.
It's only fair that we do the same to the upside, right? I made sure to emphasize that. And why am I bringing that up, guys? It's not because I want to say I told you so. It's more so because I've been on the receiving end of that bias coming to wreck me, right? So what I've done in the past is I've had certain rules that don't fit my bias let me put it this way. I have certain rules that I follow to the T when the situation is not fitting my bias. But when the situation fits my bias, I kind of let the rules slide, so Bitcoin is moving up, right? I'm overall a bull on Bitcoin, right? I'm always going to be a long-term bullish on Bitcoin. So when we retook those levels, it would have been very easy for me to say, let's get into position. We retook all those key levels. But I said, hey, I've done this in the past. I'm going to try to not make my same mistakes. I'm likely going to make mistakes again in the future too, guys. But I'm going to try my best to avoid those mistakes, and I'm going to wait for that confirmation. So we did not get the confirmation, Kusha, and because of our patience, we avoided a nice dump.
That's right, and this is one thing that you're always emphasizing, right? That confirmation, wait for the open and a close over any sort of particular region that you're looking at as, a major level of resistance. And we did not get that. So we didn't get that on the daily time, the 2-day time frame. And what about the daily? What are your thoughts on the daily, though? The fact that, we took out the 21 EMA, the 10 SMA, as well as that Tenkin. We closed above it, okay? And as in, we did have technically an open and a close. only to lose all three levels once again on the next candle.
Yeah, so you see how convoluted that was. That's it's not for me, Krisha. Like I'm too easygoing, I'm too stress-free. The daily is too complicated for me. I've not been looking at
I
it
know.
for a long time now. But the only thing that is worth looking at the daily at the moment is that daily Kijun. And I wouldn't even be looking at that, to be honest, but because it sits so close in line with the 2-day 200 moving average.
That's right. Yes.
I was looking at it today, and I would have been looking to buy into that move all the way down to 8,950-ish. But the reason I didn't was because I was underwater on my ADA, whatever. I don't even know which way is the right way to say it, because it's going to piss someone off. But yeah, I was underwater on that position, right? So I was like, I don't want to add more risk when I'm already exposed. But I would have been looking to long that daily Kijun, because why? The 200 moving average is sitting very, very on the 2-day. The 2-day 200 moving average is sitting very close to that. But I wouldn't be looking for it to get all the way down to the 2-day 200, because if we did get down to the 2-day 200, the way it stands right now, Krisha, we'd be taking out that pivotal low of the previous dip down to 8,900, right?
Yes.
So
yes.
Now what I look for in that kind of situation, let's cover that, because it's pretty important. If you're looking for a buy opportunity, but you're also looking for the high lows to be maintained, you want to start looking for confluence across other time frames. So on the 2-day, we have the 200 moving average, but it's underneath the major low, correct?
Yes, that's
but
right.
on the daily, we have the Kijun. But more importantly, on the weekly, Krisha, we have the 10 SMA as well as the bottom of the
cloud. Oh, yeah.
So that's why I was so keen on longing that, but I just couldn't. And hey, it is what it is. Risk first.
Yeah, and I think you bring up a good point with that that last sort of wick low, at 8,900. Guys, this is what I'm talking about right here on the 2-day time frame. As things stand right now, this picture, while price has not gotten down to the 2-day 200 simple moving average, if we hover in this region, I will be expecting the 2-day 200 simple to maybe gradually sort of move up, especially if we maintain this range that Bitcoin is currently in.
Yep.
Right. So if the 200 simple moving average actually just gradually moves up, we get an official test of it. As in, it's still a decent picture for as long as 8.9K is not taken out.
Yep,
right?
exactly.
We're still maintaining that structure for the most part. But losing that 200 simple, what's it like, Sean? Have you looked at it, historically, the 200 simple moving average?
Well, yeah, I've been taking trades off it now for a while, so it does work really well. You can't use it as a perfect. Remember, guys, when you're using moving averages and not EMEs, it's not going to be perfect, right? You want to use it as a general guide, and that's why I kind of look for open and closes for the confirmation. I look for nice big candle bodies that have closed past it, but it does give you a good directional bias at the very least, right? So when you start closing underneath there and multiple candles, I will be looking for that. Krisha, we've been eyeing this well in advance, right? Even though I was bullish at 10,000, I was long around those areas too.
Yeah.
I was wary of this Kumo twist right over here. It looks like price is literally positioning itself to come right above it and dip straight into it, like you mentioned. So, hey, there's a big difference, though, right, between knowing something is going to happen and trading in that direction. So even though I was looking for that all the way at 10,000, doesn't mean I'm in position for that. Right, I'm not in position for that, not yet at the very least. Let's see how things go.
But yeah, no. What's really key here is how price's position relative to that Kumo twist. It looks like it wants to get stuck there, but one thing that we cannot unsee is that 200 simple that's swooping in right underneath us right now.
Indeed.
Right. So this is what I mean. Bitcoin is not making it easy for anyone. Even playing the daily time frame right now is proving to be futile.
Yeah, well,
right? It's like
Bitcoin,
everyone's
then?
on the chopping block right now. Just chip, chop, choppity chop, choppity chop.
I think the plays on Bitcoin are literally have been off the 21 EMA, getting in, getting out, or just simply don't play it at all, right? There was one trade today that was pretty obvious that, hey, even I didn't take because I'm in position with all coins, right? And those have been the easy trades.
Yeah.
Like, literally 10, 15, 20% bounces across the board on most moves now. Those have been easy trades. But yeah, Krisha, I think we pretty much covered it for Bitcoin. Unless there's anything else you want to go over.
No, that's all. I mean, Bitcoin is it's still hovering. It still looks like it wants to hover for as long as we're maintaining 8.9K as the low, and we do not take out this wick here. I think the structure is still decent so far.
Yeah.
Right.
So let's switch on over to Cardano.
ADA BTC. Let's start off with that.
I'm actually in position on this one. I was underwater on this. I got dumped on today pretty fast after get. So I got into position at around basically the level you gave me before going to bed last night.
Yes, sirree. That was 882 sats. Correct?
880. No, I got an 885-ish, 850-ish, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
No, apologies. You're right. Yeah, you're right.
I think it was
885. My bad.
So what I was looking at was, as in why I caught that level, it was actually on the 12-hour time frame. If you just look at, the price, the zone that Cardano is currently hovering in, you'll notice that 880, 882, it was actually pivotal, right? It was support in this region here, basically June 2020. As soon as we broke that region to the downside, as soon as we had an official candle body close underneath that, we saw immediate follow through to the downside. And once again, as soon as we got picked back up, we met with resistance at that region once again, got rejected, once again, visit to that 12-hour 21 EMA. And right now, Sean, we actually closed over, right? The last 12-hour candle. Now we closed this one in around, an hour and a half?
Hour and 50 minutes. So right now we're living back above it, which is great. But we're testing it right now at where's it sitting at right now? Exact numbers 887-ish.
Yes.
Right? So pretty close.
As long as we can confirm like an open and a close there, I think I think that will be pretty pivotal for where Cardano may very well go from here. Whether it still has that more oomph, or whether we come back down.
I like the way it was picked up. I've been watching it on the 4-hour time frame thus far. It was picked up on the 4-hour 21 EMA, 4-hour 10, and 4-hour 10 SMA, kind of like trending over the past three to four 4-hour candles.
Yeah,
it's not looking too bad. Yes, the 12-hour candle got smashed, but as long as we close about that 885 region, I will stay in my trade. Close on 8, I'll just get out. But hey, I do want to talk about this though, because sometimes, guys, you're going to get into a position like me and almost immediately get dumped on. But as long as your thesis is still intact,
yes,
you got to stick with the trade, because you're not always going to get the perfect position. And if you hear traders online only talk about perfect trades, that they got the perfect position, blah, 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 I'd be a little bit more skeptical. So today it was a little uncomfortable, the fact that, hey, got dumped on right after, and the position I took on ADA was not a small position either, so it was uncomfortable. But what do? You find distractions, you do what you can to not let your emotions come in play and shake you out of position. You need a proper thesis as to when you get out and where you get out and where your fail safe is, etc. For those of you who are in my OC program, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, right? If you don't, shoot me a PM, and I would love to use this as an example to go over some of those risk management techniques that we discussed in the module.
Yeah. And Sean, what are your targets on ADA BTC?
Targets, I don't have
any sort of point of resistance, as soon as we've cleared this, what is your next point of resistance that you're looking at?
I can talk on that.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'll be looking at the weekly time frame, right? Let me go ahead and clear everything out over here. And the next key level I'll be looking at is right over here at around 1,100 Satoshi. Let's round it off, 1,100 Satoshi. I am looking at the BTC chart, Krisha.
Yeah.
Okay. And then after that, you have a little zone over there where you can look at 1,200 Satoshi. You can look at the entire zone 1,100 to 1,200, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd be looking at. In fact, 1,200 would be the greedier but more probable level that we actually arrive to. But I'll be looking to take some profits at the 1,100. After that, I'm looking to ride this all the way up to at least 1,746 Satoshi. That's going to be the big win, and then leave a little bit in for bigger ride all the way to 3,862. So this is why I don't have any firm targets, because I ride the trend and I take profits at major levels, and when the trend ends, that's when I get out of the trade.
Yeah. And man, this is such a neat chart, eh?
Yep.
Like the volatility comes in, and when it does, you're rewarded with a very, very nice chunky range. And then you have like this little this zone of chippity chop support and resistance until that gets cleared too. I think that next zone is only going to be up here at around 1,200 sats. 1,200 sats is going to be clear skies all the way up to 1,700.
Yeah, I'm liking the trade.
It's looking really good. So now this brings me back to just one last point before we wrap this up. Now that Bitcoin is looking, it still looks like it wants to consolidate a little more, right? Exactly. It's looking more consolidationary, and personally, okay, because we've done something new on that 2-day time frame, which was losing the 2-day 21 EMA. I'm looking at it on a more sort of, I think it's on a more bearish posture. Okay, now with Bitcoin, Bitcoin.
I see.
Okay, so now with Bitcoin doing that, and altcoins, technically, like, quite a few of them didn't even budge. In fact, they went up.
Exactly.
Right, so what are your thoughts on this? Because personally, I'm just like, okay, this is something very different. We don't usually see this.
So I'm so glad. I'm so glad you asked that question. This will answer Vishal's question, Drew's question, and hey, two Vishals. We have two Vishals in Mango Grove. One of them is also in the Mango Seed. So yeah, they all asked why was I so excited yesterday when we started having the dump towards the downside, right? And that's exactly it, Kusha. All coins weren't dumping, and the few that did turned out to be buy opportunities, because they seem to have had a few weak hands that got scared of what Bitcoin, of what alts may do, because hey, Bitcoin has dumped. So you got those buy opportunities, and I took multiple positions that got 10% moves on all of them. Okay, I don't say every single one of them. Some of them bounced today, this morning, and that's why I was excited, because alts did not react negatively at all. Some did, yes, but all those proved to be were opportunities. If you look at coins like QKC, what did they do? They actually just kept going up. Strat pumped out of its massive ascending triangle, symmetrical triangle that's been putting in for a really, really long time. So there were multiple altcoins. Yes, they don't have the best liquidity, so you have to be a little bit careful, guys, on that. But opportunity nonetheless. So it's showing you signs of a potential bull market around the corner. And yeah, just filling in and fitting in with my overall thesis very, very well. And I've been just pretty happy about that.
Yeah, right now this picture, personally, it's telling me that every dip on Bitcoin, okay, now because of how bullish the altcoin's looking, every dip on Bitcoin is a buy. I am focusing on buys. I have only been focusing on the bullish side, just collecting every opportunity, collect.
Yeah. So when Kusha is saying that, she's referring to spot buying. She's not she's not been leverage trading for the past I think 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
Because there's no leverage trade to be had on Bitcoin. There was one this morning. I did not take it. I explained in the morning. Guys, risk always first. Risk always first, right? That's what Mango's all about. As tempting as the trade may look, if you feel like you're overexposed, step back and wait for the next opportunity, all right? Until you de-risk. So yeah, Kusha, Bitcoin looking sideways, right? But this wick over here on the 12-hour, hey, we may bounce over here. So I don't want to be. Sometimes it's just best to wait and say, hey, I'll get in when things look a little bit more sure. And we did not get the 2-day open and close like we were looking for yesterday. So just more waiting, right? If Bitcoin's giving you the option to wait more, all coins are going to look that much better, and we are in all coins that are looking really, really great. So let's just
bingo,
enjoy it while we can.
That's right. So the key level that we're going to be looking at here at Mango is going to be 8.9K. Okay, before.
QKC, apologies, don't mean to interrupt. I just noticed QKC actually just took another leg up.
No, so, I'm kind of keeping track of it on my little sidebar.
I just noticed.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And yeah, guys, that's all we have for you for today for Bitcoin as well as Cardano.
So guys, again, like, come on. Please, I hope none of you guys are really getting offended by any of this. We're just joking around. It's the mango way. It's the stress-free way. It's a lighthearted way. We'll see you guys in the next video.
Bingo. Trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way, y'all. Ciao.